Hello. Made a significant amount of progress today on basically how I've got things set up that I use for work as well as hobby related shenanigans. I recently got a new monitor after one kind of died, was being a bit flaky, and I've taken the opportunity to actually finish setting up some of the stuff that I've had on the back burner for a while. So routing everything through OBS, trying to get the audio sorted out. Hopefully the audio should be alright on here as well now. Let's see. The levels are alright. They're not anywhere near what they were. They could go higher. I'm trying to get it balanced without clipping and having the mic in a reasonable position. So up here should give it a little bit more clarity. The reason I had it down there is now I can cut between cameras when I'm doing other things, so I probably won't use them on this video too much, but as an example, I can cut then hopefully over to this camera and I can talk to you here as well, and you should still be able to hear you on there, which is really good if I'm doing stuff on that monitor or I just want a different angle, a different shot, focal distance, whatever, and I can zoom in considerably further on this. The only downside to doing it like this is it's relying on me using my loop deck, which wasn't set up how I wanted it. A lot of the integrations that I wanted to do weren't available, so I've spent a little bit of time building those integrations myself now, so I can do things that I wanted. A lot of like macros. The Loop Desk software lets me do a little bit of that, but not to the level that I wanted to do it. And it's just been really finding the time to do that. So as I've kind of been a little bit, not antisocial, but just through lack of anything to do with anybody, spent a little bit of time today because I got to do that as part of my day job, sorting that out and setting it up. So now I can do, like I say, I can swap between these cameras, which is really cool. And I've got another couple of different scenes, so I can just, if I wanted to show you what I was doing on the desktop, I've got the Warhammer page here open, for example, I can do that. This is really good for the vlogs and stuff that I do on my hobby channel. It just makes the entire workflow a little bit better, a little bit more streamlined, and just means I can have a little bit more dynamic content where I'm jumping between different camera angles. I won't do it, like I say, for these vlogs all that often because the audio will be a little bit different. So this mic, I need to be speaking into it ideally, so I don't know how that's going to come out. This will be the first time I've used it in anger. The other thing that I've really had an issue with as well is how I've got this camera connected. So this is my first good camera that I ever bought, my Panasonic Lumix GH5. This camera here, this is the GH5 with one of my better lenses on it. So I've got a 14 to 40, I think is on there at the moment, with a wide angle lens converter that I bought many years ago now. That's not too bad, however, because it is an old camera. I'm not sure how old it is now, maybe like 10 years, something like that. Maybe not that old, maybe 8 years. It's got USB-C, which is great. I think it was the first item that I actually owned with USB-C. But using the Lumix webcam driver software, so I'm taking the output from that directly into the PC, and it's spitting it into OBS, which is what I use to control all of the different scenes and stuff. The resolution of it, even though that camera will output in 4K 60, is nowhere near that. It is something like 1280 by 960 at the moment, whereas this camera, 4K webcam, granted the quality is nowhere near as good, even though this actually looks worse at the moment, is because this is 4K resolution, so super sampled. It is branded as 4K, but it is super sampled. This is not. This is just outputting at lower resolution. So what I could do, and I do have the means to do this, but I'm not sure I can be bothered doing so, because it would, I might do. I have a capture card. I could use an HDMI dongle, pull a clean feed from the camera into OBS and do it that way. Now, I could be a bit annoying to do it that way, but you know, it would give me better quality. So we'll see how it goes. It's probably what I will end up doing, because I mean, even though this is all right now, and I've got it should, you're gonna focus on me. The autofocus isn't fantastic on the GH5s. Come on. See, it's quite crispy when it's up close, but at a distance it's not where I want it to be, which is a bit annoying. I mean, yeah, it will. I mean, we are getting silly close now. I mean, the definition is there. I think if it's outputting what I'm seeing on the monitor there, but obviously that's an unrealistic use case. What I wanted was another wide shot, just to be able to pan around here and kind of get something a lot bit more dynamic. So that's where I am today. It's good to be able to get stuff like this done as part of my day job. I've done a fair wodge of editing as well this morning, so it's been a little bit of both of those things. And yeah, that's where I am today. So we'll see how this evening goes. Hopefully after I finish work today, I'm going to try and get out for half an hour and go check out a local gym that I used to go to when I was a kid that was just a swimming bath, so it's now a gym, and see what's that's like. And I don't know, I'll have a look around, see what I think. But yeah, until tomorrow, don't murder anybody, but if you do, don't get caught. See ya.